Yeah. What's going on? I'm back, well rested and ready to go. Yep, day 0 is officially over. We are officially beginning day 1. Now, you expect me to probably do something such as like Vanguard, but for today, not so much. We're gonna do a few pit stops first. First off, we gotta refill my easy card, which is what I used to get around. Surprisingly, I still had some money. And basically, for those of you who don't know what an easy card is in Taiwan, it's kind of like the Suica card in Japan, but it's our version of it. So in department stores, you can use it as payment. Convenience stores, you can like recharge it, and also it gets you around your transportation. So definitely, if you're going to be staying like long term in Taiwan or looking to study abroad, that's what you should be getting. Now, in case you don't know, mine's looks something like this, and that's the back of it. But it's a student one that I had for a while. Obviously, yours is gonna be like rainbowish, so that's what they typically look like. But I'll show you around the pit stops, and I'll see you around. All right. One thing to note: the vehicles there, they're not gonna be yield to pedestrians. So if you want, the moment you see an opportunity to cross, you better cross. Otherwise, you're risk getting like running over, and that's the only like down part about like being the city. But overall, I'll just show you around, and we're gonna first take a little trip down memory lane, and from there on I'll just show you around like about this area, because this area does hold a lot of memories for me, but being that I lived here for about 2 years. But we'll see what happens from here. Yeah. And sorry, that was someone who was trying to pass an ad, but I'll just stop it here and we'll see what happens. Alright, first pit stop I'm heading to is actually surprisingly a flower shop, but it's actually an old neighbor's flower shop, and she owns several cats, which Mom, I know you're probably watching this because I filmed you, because those cats kept me sane and they watched over me. But take the scenic route, and then afterwards we gotta show you around where I used to live before we start doing what I came here to do. Actually, there's plenty to do because I'm going to be here for a month, but do stay tuned.
I don't wanna.
And I believe I see it up ahead, but oh, it's changed a few times. Okay, I'm gonna pause this because I want to actually talk with the owner, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to be recorded, so we're gonna stop this right here. Well, unfortunately, the owner wasn't present, and I didn't want to sound too suspicious, so I'll come back another time, and we'll make a visit. But anyhow, this area is where I used to live. Like for like this, like the apartment that as I'm walking like straight ahead, like this is where I stayed. I thank my aunt and my uncle for giving my pops and I just to stay at this place. They gave us a roof over our heads, and a place to look forward to like every night, every time when it comes back to work. It's very flexible too, being that I was close to not just the bus, but also the MRT here. And it's really, I'm pretty thankful that 2 years was covered by this place and this area. So it's also not too far from the Taiwan too, so that way at least I can still come back. So that's just a little something I want to give for just like a trip down memory lane. It was gonna be a little bit more than this, so it's not just gonna be about like playing cards. I didn't fly across all the way to the country just to do that. So it's just gonna be meeting up with some friends, good family, and I am definitely gonna be showing what the Lunar New Year is about. And also, little side note, I got my phone fixed. Thank you my dad. And also, it is pretty cold here, so not much climate change, especially when there's no external heating. But not much. Well, what can you do though? Just gotta adapt. All right, I gotta go. Alright, okay, for today I am at Taipei main station, one of my main stomping grounds, but for now we're just passing by just so we can go to Ximen because it's just a transfer point. But another day I'll definitely give you the gist of like why I came here so often, and I'll show you more about it. I'm actually on my way to meet up with a friend, so that's why I'm right now walking as I'm doing this. And for some of you who don't know though, like that chirping noise which you hear from the distance, it means the train is about to leave. But fortunately these stations are very clean and they're very neatly designed. New York City, step your game up because your subway is god awful, but but other than that, it's also one thing I really enjoyed about this place is the convenience, transportation, and the fact that even if you miss one, a couple minutes later, you're still it's like you're still good. So you're not at like a complete loss. Anyhow, I've done enough talking, so I'll tell you about Ximen like very shortly.
然后下午2点到5点，然后结束的话就可以。哪有这是多余的？
Here we are, welcome to Ximending, which stands for like the West Gate. And right now I'm just like going around, and basically for some of you who don't know, like this facility over here, just circling around, trying not to get anyone else in the picture, but this is where I got my anime and everything else. And also good memories after like studying abroad. This would be where I would go after class, count some buttons, and hitting the road. And that's my answer. Right now I'm waiting for a friend, so no coordination for now, but there will be some later on. And just for her privacy purposes, I will be like vlogging like her face, and also like just to do it like privacy. Right? Alright, sorry if I haven't been like doing as much, but again, since I met up with my friend, I want to just like not record for privacy purposes, but just let you know. But for what we did, basically I got a haircut, just pretty much did a little makeover. Looks nice, definitely am pleased. Full scalp massage, everything, and the whole shebang. And now I'm just ready to call it a day, head home. But all the things I did right now, it was just basically catch up and head up to the gym, and also hit up a recently new cafe. Not much to it for a day one, but rather simple. I promise I'll have more coming along the way. So I'm gonna sign up this day one, and we'll see you tomorrow, and have a good night. Morning guys, welcome to day 2. Last night there was a big earthquake though. It was about like 6.0 magnitude, but we're fine here. But the city of Hualien, which is like further down, I just wish everyone is okay. So that disturbed my sleep a little bit. But now one thing like that stands out like about waking up early in Taiwan is the breakfast. Because you have buns, there's buns, meat, buns, like partridges, specific types of like meals that will definitely be eye-catching. But instead, we're gonna go to an old coffee shop that I actually did own a franchise of. Well, technically it wasn't me, it was my father, and that's gonna be where we're getting our breakfast. So further shortly, should be coming near it, and it should be right ahead. Yep. Dancy Coffee actually did own a franchise of it for about actually it was a partial owner because my pops was making it. We're gonna go get some food, some breakfast. I actually need to catch up with my parents shortly, and that's about it. I'll see you shortly. Alright, so I'm inside. Yep, I know it's... Oops. Almost lost my balance here, but I'm right now just eating some breakfast and just ready to get the day going, in case you're wondering what it is. Yep. Yep, I know, it's Western style breakfast. You might laugh at me and say said like I fly all the way here just to have a bread and a mocha coffee, but hey, breakfast is breakfast then. That's how you like start off the day. But other than that, we will be taking a memory lane back at my old location sometime soon. So stay tuned for it, and we'll see that. Oops. Ugh. The weather is getting kind of cold here, surprisingly, but I'll be staying warm, and I hopefully won't get sick. So just keep your fingers crossed. Otherwise, we won't be able to vlog as much. But I know you guys love me, and we'll see you there. Alright, just to get you all caught up with what went on, after lunch, went back to the flower shop. This time I saw the cats, and very nice, warm welcoming as well from the owner, and it's a very tiny shop. It's very cozy. One of my favorite cats is what I like to see, but he is a little bit shy, so we decided to give him a little bit of space. But it's pretty nice to see them, and pretty also nice to see like be united with my feline friends, because they actually do like give you some comfort whenever you're alone. And right now we're just off to see off to my old language school, and we're gonna just go visit my teachers, say hi, have a couple words. I'll give you a brief tour like around the school and show you like what's up. So until then. Alright, we're actually not at the school yet, but right now we're at Yongkangjie. Basically, it's definitely one of the tourist hotspots, and I'm just gonna show around. Like behind me is the restaurant Ding Tai Fung. The place is always gonna be packed no matter where it is, but the food for itself, it is very quality, like top notch. I've had it. If you definitely like go to Taipei, this is definitely one of the hot spots to go to, but it's just one of the areas that I wanted to show you first. So before we head off to the school, because straight around that way is going to be straight ahead. But this is just one area I just wanted to show you that's part of it. It is one of the tourist hotspots, one of the places, and behind me is basically the original Sunmurray, which has been getting pretty big and is opening around. There's one in New Jersey, right next to 99 Rand. So definitely hit it up. Very good food and drinks, so it's worth a watch. But we're gonna continue on to our school first. All right. It is definitely raining and a lot chillier than I can imagine this be. But I spent around 2012. I spent a good 2 months here. Probably one of the best trips I had throughout the time being, because I get a sample of what the Taiwan life is like. And 2014 was when I went back, just to like get a little bit more accustomed to it. But in the end, I decided but that's when I started to work, and it was when I really began like my lifestyle around Taiwan. There was a lot of troubles, a lot of tribulations within my study, some playtime, some turbulences, but we usually all go through that in life. And generally, like my experiences coming here, like learning languages, is that it really helped me broaden my view and allowed me to speak Chinese just naturally. Of course, my reading and writing still needs work, but we try to do as much as we can, and we try to continue on working towards it. It's something that I want to try to continue to excel at, but for today and right now, we're just trying to basically do forward. I know I'm doing this as I'm walking, and it is pouring as much as more than I'd imagine. Small tip, by the way, please bring an umbrella, otherwise you're going to be looking like me, looking like an idiot. And but we're still walking ahead. We should be approaching the school very shortly. There's actually a lot of international students here, Japanese, Korean, European, you name it. It's basically a melting pot, and that's where you find the most people of like different cultures, because they all want to experience like the culture, and they all want to know like what it's like living here, and also what it's like, and it's basically just giving a sample, as I said. But as I digress, we should be at our destination very shortly, and I just want to give a little bit more of my tidbits and the piece of my mind as we're walking. All right, okay? I'll see you then. All right. We took the back road to get around, and we're just gonna maneuver just so we don't get around, just don't get in the way of the conversation. Now I'll be just gonna show you around. It's kind of raining though, some like businesses, but in real life it's gonna be. We're gonna go around to the front just so you can see it. And it's just about the courtyard, so where like people walk around, and then like the little statue. This is where I spent like a couple months, actually almost like a few years, to brush up my Chinese, because even though I am an ABC, if I cannot speak it fluently and get around, I knew that I'm gonna have a tough time. And in front of that building is the library, which people study. Not much to say about this. And right now, like, this is the actual building here, the actual entrance. We'll enter in shortly, but just gonna give you a little detour of like, what's going on here. And this little like cafe shack, little hotspot where people usually get their food, dinner, coffee, whatnot. It's a nice little break. It's raining, but most people are usually sitting here. You see a lot of them during the summertime, but because of the weather, there's not too many people like outside. But just want to give you a brief overview. We're about to head inside the front entrance. All right, so I'm inside of the language school, and just give you like a brief show around. Like over here, behind me, that's the library, mostly used for like studying, or if you take the stomping, which is basically like the regular school. That's basically you have to fill out like certain hours there. I did that, but sometimes if it was not just studying, it was just been sleeping or playing on my Vita. But as long as you're meeting the hours. But I digress. I married to one of my couple teachers, caught up, got some good compliments. Again, I didn't record her mostly because of privacy purposes, but this area is just the main floor of the lobby where people meet up, hang out, and make plans, whether they want to get food or prepare for like the plans or like the weekends. So, because for 2 months, like they're basically like your family, and you want to like hang out with them. And upstairs around, that's basically like the classrooms, and the teachers are generally nice, very accommodating. The most important is when you're going to learn and build up your language, because this is an important tool that you want to definitely learn, especially if you're looking to like study abroad. So that's one thing I want to say. There's one other teacher I wanted to meet up with, but
unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet up with her, but it's fine. We do as much as we can, and we try not to force things to happen. Like, that's one thing I learned, and well, just want to say just revisiting this place, and business is done here. I'm gonna go get to meet, and see you later.
All right, we just took a short break at home, got some lunch, and put the phone to charge. So we're just ready to resume a couple activities. Now, here I am is Taipei Main Station. Yep, that's actually the train station, which is like the midpoint. So if you're coming from there, from the airport, you can actually get there now. But the main feature of it is why I'm here is the underground mall. We'll see you shortly, and we're gonna go get some Vanguard again. And Henry, Dave, and you guys, I will shoot you a message regarding the prices and just so you know, and we'll talk business later.
Alright, so walking ahead, this is just a couple of shots, but generally it's just your typical like subway mall that's up ahead, and we're just gonna keep walking forward until we see the shots ahead. So just keep going, but this has always been like one of my stops before work and after work. Play some card games, chill with some people, and of course just relax a bit. And a lot of fun memories, and that's how I met my team, which you guys will definitely meet them shortly. And so it's going to be a lot of fun times, and I'm just going to keep strong. And we'll see in a bit. Skipped over a little bit because it's quite a walk, but just straight up ahead very shortly is our card shops. It's been a while since I've been here. And let's just, let's take a little look around. And look around, play some games, and
Alright, so we left the main station, took care of a little bit of my shopping, and basically now we're just killing some time before I meet up with a couple friends again. And next stop is going to be, surprisingly, a maid cafe. I previously went to one though, but since I was with a friend, I didn't want to record her, so just did not want to expose like privacy. So like I mentioned multiple times, but it should be roughly around this corner according to what I was recording. And yep, and here it is. Okay, I'm gonna go inside, enjoy myself a nice cup of coffee, and see you then. Alright, I'm inside now, and now I'm just basically chilling out, enjoying this nice little latte right here. It's like, let me just position it so that way you can see it. So my camera work is terrible, but yeah, bear with me. But yep, it's pretty good and appetizing. And right now I'm just gonna chill out for a bit and just relax. Not much to really say here, but excuse me, latte's getting cold, and I'm gonna sign off. Alright, just to get you a little bit caught up, enjoyed the coffee, great. Maids were all wonderful. I'm gonna put a link in the description below of the place, so in case you ever visit Taiwan, like I'll definitely give you the place and the details just so you can check it out. But all very chill, and definitely could hold the conversation with them, like with my Chinese. And right now we're just on our way to meet a friend because I'm here. Took the wrong route, but fortunately the mistakes, and if you take the wrong path to the MRT, is a little bit more forgiving. Might take a little bit longer, but at least like it's not as
at least it's not as unforgiving as when you're on a bus. That's all I have right now. Until then, I'll see you then.